Hey everybody, it's the Coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, let's get on up to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. For the call, we bring in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The veteran Matt Ryan, now at 34 years of age, bringing out this Falcons offense. And in Week 1 against Minnesota, he did have a 300-yard game, but really the offense and the defense, for that matter, struggled a little bit for Atlanta.
In a big way, because Minnesota's defense was so tough throughout. And Julio Jones got his new contract. They got that settled. Had a 2-yard touchdown catch in the fourth quarter. His first touchdown catch in 5 career games against the Vikings. Hard to get it done against the coverage of Xavier Rhodes.
Now Ryan on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And here's the offense now. Charles, who's the guy you chose to highlight?
The tone setter, the guy in the middle, Alex Mack. His return, never good for the opposition.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Justin Houston is truly one of the elite pass rushers in the league. Knows how to get to the quarterback with a variety of moves.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They'll get the first-rounder, Caleb McGarry, there.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Colts offense here, and Jacoby Brissett, he's settling in as the guy under center. Got a 2-year, $30 million contract. Of course, with Andrew Luck now out, Brissett is QB1. And in week 1, 30-24 loss against the Chargers, 21-27, 190 yards, 2 touchdowns.
The good thing for Jacoby Brissett is that Andrew Luck, before he retired, was injured and wasn't taking snaps. So Brissett's been the #1 quarterback for them the entire offseason, the entire preseason. It's just us as fans and observers who are having to make the transition that Andrew Luck is not there. He's been that guy, and he's a talented player, and he has a talented team around him. Yeah, they lost week 1, but that was a playoff team, the Chargers. This Colts team, they're going to be a factor in the AFC South.
And here are the Colts offensive starters.
Brian Kelly's a great example of how valuable centers have become in the NFL. A former first-round pick, he was plugged in immediately to be a starter to handle big nose tackles as well as blitzing linebackers, and also able to move and get out into the run game and get to the second and third level and deliver blocks.
Looking to throw on second down. Brissett, that's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Throwing, Brissett. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On play action, Brissett. And he's got his man, Hilton. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play action now, Brissett. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hines. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll throw again. Brissett, and that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Next offensive drive coming up here for the Atlanta Falcons. They're just hoping that week 2 is better than week 1. What an awful start they got off to. 3 and out, had a punt block. Couple late plays later, Minnesota was in the end zone. Just not how they envisioned 2019 beginning.
And it continued for a long time because they didn't score until there were 9 minutes left in the game on a Calvin Ridley touchdown. So that was just difficult for them. Special teams weren't great either. Matt Bosher had a punt blocked in the first quarter. His 9th block punt since 2011. That's the most in the NFL. So they've got to shore that up. And things don't get easier. Philadelphia visits for a Sunday nighter.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan looking middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Ryan. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 15-yard line.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
50, Mike, 50. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons push further out in front. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the second try.
Bryant's extra point up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. For the Indianapolis Colts, let's do an early season assessment. Yes, the loss against the Chargers, but that's on the road in overtime against a good team. You know, you said it earlier, you're a believer that they can be really good and a factor in the AFC South.
I see no reason why they shouldn't be, because AFC South is built around teams that can run the football. Tennessee runs it really well. That's going to be Jacksonville's bread and butter with Nick Foles being out. But this Colts team can do it with Marlon Mack and a huge offensive line led by Quentin Nelson. That'll help Jacoby Brissett at quarterback really settle in.
And speaking of Tennessee, the Colts will play at Tennessee this weekend. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Boom! That's how we do it.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Brissett. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the gun, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Now Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So I can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Ready, blue 80, like 25. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Under review.
Ryan's pass complete to Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Atlanta.
After review,
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Silver.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
59 Mike, check.
Brissett sets to throw it. Left side, Doyle with it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down, and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Brissett on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Brissett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 1st and 10, Brissett looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Brissett again. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got it at the 15. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the...
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And it's 17-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Ryan. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. And this time he's got the hook up, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now Ryan on first down. Caught by Sanu. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
They'll run here with Freeman. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out here in the eye. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Brissett. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
1st down, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Brissett able to find Deion Kane complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 17 yards out, and the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Sanu. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Ryan now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
The left side completion to Jones. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
Brissett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Mike Spartan. Right here.
Now Brissett. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And left side here, it's Graham. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Indy.